Hello class, today I'm going to talk to you about the three branches of government that we have here in the United States. In 1788, the Constitution of the United States was ratified, which brought about our three branches of government in Articles 1, 2, and 3. The founders used these articles to establish our system of government, which consists of the three branches. The first is the legislative branch, which is our lawmaking branch of government. Second is the executive branch, which is the law enforcing branch of government. And third is the judicial branch, which is the law interpreting branch of government. So first we'll talk about the legislative branch, which also is known as Congress. It consists of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Their powers consist of introducing bills, collecting taxes, regulating commerce with foreign nations, coining money, and declaring war, among others. Next, we'll talk about the executive branch, which consists of the president, his cabinet, and independent government agencies. Under the executive branch, the president has the power to negotiate treaties, propose and veto legislation, nominate ambassadors and Supreme Court justices, and also be the commander-in-chief of America's armed forces. Next is the judicial branch, which consists of the Supreme Court and lower federal courts, such as the courts of appeal and district courts. The judicial branch has the power to interpret laws passed by Congress and the president. Now that you've learned about some of the powers that each branch has, let's talk about the checks and balances. So what is a check and balance, you may ask? Well, the Founding Fathers put in place a system of checks and balances that would stop one branch of government from becoming too powerful. So, in other words, each branch has their own set of checks and balances that check the other to balance out our government, so one of them does not become more powerful than the other. So let's talk about these checks and balances. First, we'll talk about the executive branch and the checks and balances that it has on the legislative branch. So first of all, the legislative branch is able to pass laws, but those laws must be sent to the president, and the president can either pass the law or veto it. Veto means that the president can do away with the law, where it doesn't become a law at all. He can also call special sessions of Congress, and to check the judicial branch, the president can grant pardons to federal offenders. Next is the legislative branch. In order to check the executive branch, the legislative branch is able to override a president's veto with a 2/3 majority vote in each house of Congress. So if the House and Senate both have a 2/3 majority vote in their houses to override the president's veto, they can make his vetoed law become an actual law. Second, they can confirm the executive appointments of the president, and they can ratify the treaties that the president negotiates. They can also impeach or remove the president from office if he is found to be doing something illegal or something that the House or Senate sees as unconstitutional. Also, to check the judicial branch, the legislative branch can create a lower federal court and set the number of judges on the courts. They can also impeach or remove judges and confirm the president's nominations when he nominates people to become a Supreme Court justice. The legislative branch also is able to control the budget of the United States. And finally, we have the judicial branch. The judicial branch has some of the more simple checks, but they're also very important. First, the legislative branch. The judicial branch can declare laws unconstitutional or interpret their meaning. In order to check the executive branch, the judicial branch can declare executive orders unconstitutional, and also the judicial branch, the Supreme Court justices serve for life. So now you know a little bit more about the three branches of government and the powers that they possess, as well as the checks and balances that are placed on them. So I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.